If you don't feel confident about your pronunciation, your fluency, or your listening skills, then you found the right video. Because in this video, we practice accent reduction, pronunciation, and intonation with real people who are learning English along with you. So watch us, join us, and improve your American accent with these videos. Now, this is a very unique channel. So make sure that you subscribe and give me a thumbs up to help me out. It's really hard to get noticed on YouTube these days. And stick around because we practice for hours every day, improving our accent, improving our fluency, and improving our vocabulary and listening comprehension. Stay right here and practice English with us. Okay, Pachu, do you know our next word, which is inevitable? Inevitable.
Yes,
You've
yes,
seen that before?
yes.
Okay. And Alex, have you seen that word before? Inevitable. Inevitable.
Yes,
Okay.
something has to happen,
Yeah.
like
Yeah, that word evit.
unavoidable,
Yeah, it's actually
unavoidable.
it's the same. I think that probably these two words they're actually the same thing. They maybe just came into English at different periods, but they mean the same thing. Because that word evit, that's very Latin. That means avoid in Latin. But you can see the relationship between the word avoid in English and then this word evit. So you have um, avoidable, that means you can avoid it, and evitable, which is not really something that you would say in English, but you could. Probably that red will disappear. No, it doesn't. You can't say evitable, but you can. That they mean the same thing. Evitable, that means you can avoid it, and avoidable. Um,
Mhm.
so this is inevitable. That means you cannot avoid it. You cannot avoid it. And this is
Okay.
unavoidable. And both, you could use either one. You could use either one. Okay, Mr. Pachu, can you read number 3? What does it say?
Outcome of game was the outcome of game was not why it is equal.
Well,
Okay.
here, let's do this. Let's change because this is a confusing sentence. I just told ChatGPT give me negative sentences because I wanted to practice tag questions in the negative, but this is a weird sentence. So, let's just make it affirmative. Can you read it again, Pachu?
Okay, sir. The outcome of game was inevitable.
Inevitable. Inevitable. Inevitable.
In inevitable. Inevitable.
Mhm. Can you read it, Alex? The outcome
The outcome of game was inevitable.
of the both of you, I don't hear you saying the. We have to use the word the. The
Okay.
outcome of the game was inevitable.
The outcome of the game was inevitable.
Hmm. That's right. Okay. Pachu, can you read up to the word game?
Okay. So it is pretty easy sentence.
Okay.
So the outcome of the game,
Okay, what are the important words in that phrase?
outcome and game.
Okay, and where is all of the sound in the word outcome?
Is out.
Out. Yeah, usually if you have two words together, it will be the first word that gets all of the sound. Outcome. Outcome.
Yes. Yes. I am forgetting that rule. Yes. Okay. Out.
Not always, but usually. And so then we have game. That's one syllable, so that's easy. So we'll make the word out and the word game very big, and the other things we'll make very small. The outcome of the game.
The outcome of the game.
Can you try that, Alex? The outcome of the game.
The outcome of the game
All right. What is the final part of that phrase, Alex?
was inevitable.
Okay. And are there any important words in that phrase?
inevitable.
Okay, now this is a tricky word because I hear two accents in it, but I think one is stronger than the other one. What do you think? Where's all of the
In,
sounds?
inevitable, inevitable,
Yeah, it's eh. It's
inevitable.
the eh or ev. Let's say ev. It's the ev. But also it could be in. Inevitable. They sound both very strong, don't they?
Some words have the first stress and the second stress. I think.
Yeah, they was some when you have a word with more than three syllables, it's possible to have two stresses, but one is very strong and the other one is not so strong. And it's funny because when you're making a sentence, you can choose which one to emphasize depending on the big small pattern. Sometimes you can switch them just to keep the rhythm nice. So,
Mhm.
but this time, well, let's just keep it simple and say Ev. So, was inevitable. Was inevitable.
Was inevitable. Was inevitable.
The outcome of the game was inevitable.
The outcome of the game was inevitable.
Can you try that, Pachu? Was inevitable. Was inevitable.
Was inevitable. Was inevitable.
Make
Sorry.
bigger. Was inevitable.
Was inevitable.
Was it
Was
what?
inevitable.
What can you say? Wasn't eh? Wasn't eh?
Was in a.
Can you
Was in a.
can you say wasn't eh? Wasn't eh?
Was in a.
Was inevitable.
Was inevitable.
The outcome of the game was inevitable.
The outcome of the game was inevitable.
Say wasn't there, wasn't there,
Was in a.
was inevitable.
Was inevitable.
The outcome of the game was inevitable.
The outcome of the game was inevitable.
Okay. So we'll add a little bit of music. We'll give some high notes to our important sounds. But then when we get to our final sound, we'll make that low. The outcome of the game was inevitable.
Okay. The outcome of the game was inevitable.
Inevitable. And put that down in your throat. Push down. Inevitable.
Uh, was in was inevitable.
The outcome of the game was inevitable.
The outcome of the game was inevitable.
Alex, can you try that with a little bit of music? The outcome of the game was inevitable.
The outcome of the game was inevitable.
Try to go low. Try to push that inevitable down your throat. Inevitable.
The outcome of the game was inevitable.
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 Okay. Uh, Pachu, how will you make a question that means, do you agree with me? Do you agree with my idea? Do you agree with my opinion?
So wasn't it?
Wasn't it? Wasn't it? Okay. Now, if you say wasn't it, that means I don't know. You tell me what to think. But if you want to be confident and give your opinion and say, do you agree with my opinion? Then you have to say, wasn't it? Well, sorry, now I'm doing it. Wasn't it? Wasn't it? Wasn't it?
Wasn't it?
hmm
Wasn't it?
Wasn't
Wasn't it?
it? Wasn't it?
Wasn't it?
Mm.
Wasn't it?
Wasn't it? Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
What? Yes.
Go. Try. So try again. The outcome of the game was inevitable, wasn't it? Wasn't it?
The out outcome of the game was inevitable. Wasn't it?
Yeah. Okay.
Wasn't it?
You almost went up, but you fixed it. Wasn't it?
Wasn't it? Wasn't it?
That's a confident way of saying this is my opinion. Agree with me. Wasn't it? Okay,
Yes.
Pachu, if you agree with me, how will you answer?
Yes. Yes, it was.
That's right. You repeat the original idea. So you say, yes, it was. Yes, you're right. It was. How will you tell me I'm wrong? That's not true. I disagree with you.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't. Don't go, it wasn't. It wasn't. The opposite. It
So
wasn't. Go down.
no, it wasn't.
That's
No,
right.
it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, I
Alex,
have to be very careful.
it's hard. This is really. I think this is really hard thing to do. But I think once you, it takes some time. They call that a learning curve. There's a big learning curve for this. But I think once you get it, once something in your head clicks, then it becomes
Yes.
then you understand it. But it takes a long time to get used to.
Yeah. So yes, sir. I want to say a few words, sir.
Go ahead.
Yes. So uh, this means my English is so bad because we do not know. I do not know how to uh, pronounce the correct way or what is the rhythm. So
Hmm.
it takes a lot of time. But as you said, if I get all these things,
Hmm.
uh, so I will be good at my 60s.
In your 60s, you'll finally be perfect.
Yes.
It'll just take a little while. That's all. Yeah. No, but
And
no,
anyway,
I don't think it would take that long, but it would take some time.
Yes.
anyway, you're going to have it before your retirement.
Yeah, before you so when you retire, then you can go to English-speaking countries, and people will say, "Oh wow, Mr. Pachu, you must have been speaking English perfectly your whole life." Oh yes, that's true. I'm very good.
But the in English speaking country, if the age is high, it very difficult.
What? What did you
Yes.
in English-speaking countries? What?
If the age is very high, so it is difficult to get there.
Oh, it gets. I thought it got easier if you got older. You say
Yeah.
it's more difficult. Okay. All right,
Okay, so
Alex.
thank
If I say the outcome, can you make the question, but try to sound confident. Not that you're asking me to tell you what to think, but that here's you're presenting your idea, and you want to know if you agree. If I agree with your idea, how will you ask that question?
Okay. Okay. The outcome, the outcome of the game was inevitable, wasn't it?
Okay, if you say wasn't it, if you go up it, if you say when you say it, you can feel the
It
the top of your mouth vibrating because it's high. Try to push it down. Wasn't it? Wasn't it?
wasn't wasn't it?
Yeah. Hmm. That sounds confident.
Okay.
That's my opinion. Agree with me. Wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Wasn't it?
Hmm.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
So that's agreeing. Yeah, yeah. If you want to agree with me, then you have to repeat what I say. Yes, it was. Yes, I agree with you. It was. Hmm.
Mhm.
How will you tell me I'm wrong? No, that's not true.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I was
Oh,
going to do a number 4, but I'm running out of time because I have an appointment. So I think we have to stop here for today. I really
Yes, sir.
going to
Yes, sir.
I'm going to try to return in about 3 hours. I hope to return in about 3 hours to do an English for Nerds video. So we'll see. I'm not making any promises, but I think so. I'm pretty sure I will. And I
that's
want to
okay.
do philosophy and biology this time.
Oh, wow.
We'll be
Wow.
practicing those
Yes,
words.
yes.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, okay.
So thank you for watching. Thank you for participating. And I hope to see you back here soon when we do English for Nerds in a couple of hours. Okay.
Thanks for having.
Thank you,
Thank you.
sir.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.